Hey, welcome back to After the Episode, brought to you by Line Cutters, the adjustable ring that cuts fishing line.
And we're a go.
Rolling?
Rolling.
Hey, welcome back to After the Episode. Theresa and I are on location today. Tired as all get out. Been getting up at 4 every morning for 3 mornings in a row. But we want to talk to you a little bit about the episode that we just shot on this pier right here, Pensacola Pier.
After the episode, Pensacola Pier with skipjack or ladyfish.
Yes, we walked this pier, went to the end, started checking out what people were doing, and if you couldn't tell by the footage, there was a monster school of ladyfish and Spanish and a big mix. There was some big jacks in there coming hot and heavy from the east to the west. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah, we saw some big Mantarays and all the cobia guys were out there.
And once the school got close enough, it got chaotic. It was hilarious. It was funny and it was fun. We were throwing some of my homemade DIY casting leads, and I came up with these because we do get cut off occasionally, and it's nice not to be throwing an expensive epoxy jig when we get cut off. And we have a lot more luck with fluoro than we do steel, so this is what it comes down to. Right here, I'm going to do another video on how I make these little lead jigs, but they work amazingly well. This is in white. I've got, the one I was throwing was actually in silver. I'm doing these either with spray paint or with
nail polish.
Nail polish. Nail polish really does well. And I paint the swivel and I paint the hooks a lot of times, if the just everything to match, so the whole thing is an attractor. You know. So that's silver nail polish with a little dab of silver, pink nail polish for an eye.
Did you clear coat them?
No clear coat. The nail polish is very thick, and it kind of like has its own clear coat. I may eventually epoxy the whole thing, dip it, just to get a little more, make them a little more solid. But we've caught a lot of fish on these already, and I'm gonna do another video, I promise. What's going on? There's a lot of neat guys up there we met.
We just wanted to do like a pier check-in and see if anybody was catching kings or if the cobia were being caught off the pier. And when we got down there, all the cobia guys were lined up, but we only took one rod and a few little lures, so you did most of the fishing. But once that bait oil moved in, everybody went crazy trying to catch them. It was just for sport. I mean, that's not what they typically target. They were just having fun catching a few fish.
They were trying to catch some small ladyfish to throw out for kings and cobia.
Saw some tarpon roll off the end, big Mantarays. They saw one cobia underneath the Mantaray, so they all threw at it. But that's about it.
It's fun to be on the pier to check and see what's happening in BTV, because those guys are basically kayak BTV fishing off the end all day, every day, all night. So you can kind of tell what you're going to be looking at when you're offshore in the kayak by watching the guys on the pier. They only saw one king and one cobia yesterday, so not missing a whole lot right now. There's a ton of bait out there, but we're not seeing a lot of predators quite yet. Right?
Yeah, we've been out here every day for the last 3 or 4 days. Not seen anything since the cold front. Last week when we came out, the Spanish were everywhere, but that was before the cold front.
Once the cold front hit, kind of shut things down a little bit.
The water got colder.
Skipjacks moved in by the thousands.
Yeah, but there is bait everywhere.
There's a lot of bait.
Once it warms up, I think it'll be on fire.
Yeah, the water's still a little cool, but here in the next week or so, I think it's gonna be hot on fire again. I think the cobia are gonna start to be more active, and I think we're gonna start to see more kingfish. And that's pretty much it.
What were you throwing? The 4,000?
Oh, we were throwing medium heavy rods. When you're throwing heavy jigs, a medium heavy really helps. 7 foot. Throwing a pin fierce in the 4,000s, that helps too with line capacity, because with that lead jig we're throwing 80 yards, you know, we're throwing far, man. So having a little more line capacity as opposed to a 3,000 or 4,000 helps. So pin fierce 2s, 20-pound test braid, and a medium heavy rod, 7 foot, does the trick. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Beautiful Pensacola. I mean, we've been having some beautiful days. A lot of we're in this, starting to get in the summer pattern where you get this north wind blowing in the morning, and around lunchtime it changes to a south breeze. And that's really cool because, as you can tell, that little north breeze lays the Gulf down like a swimming pool.
Yep, it's been fun. Exhausting, but fun. Going again tomorrow?
Sure, why not? Pensacola Pier, any pier, Navarre Pier, Destin Pier. If you come to the Emerald Coast, make sure you walk these piers. You're going to see a lot of life, like that school of stingrays, and we saw a manta ray. You just look down and the water's gene clear, so you see everything, and the pier holds a lot of bait and a lot of fish. It's neat.
So that's it for after the episode on location at Pensacola Pier.
Yeah, we're going to try to do more of these on location. If there's anything you'd like to see us do or throw or do, just comment below. If there's any type of fishing trips you want to see us take, comment below. And we'll see you next time right here on After the Episode. TNT.
Out.
What it be?